Anyone who knows me or has watched any of my videos knows I have no shortage of admiration for the Marvel Cinematic Universe. So it should come as no surprise that I find Avengers Infinity War to be a nearly perfect film. The plot, the writing, editing, it's all marvelous.
Why are you the way that you are?
But that's not what this video is about, although I'm sure I'll make one someday to sing Infinity War's praises. Instead, this video is about one of the few things I would change in the film, and that one thing is that Thor should have brought rain to the final battle in Wakanda. Now I know what you're thinking. Montana, really? Why does everything have to be dark and green? This is Marvel, not DC. I know, but first of all, I love color and saturation, and I loathe almost every post-Nolan era DC movie for many reasons, so there's no way I would want Marvel copying anything they are doing. And second of all, just hear me out. The Battle of Wakanda has always felt too bright and colorful. The aesthetics just do not match what is taking place in the story or where the characters are at emotionally. I mean, come on. The most powerful heroes in the universe have failed time after time to prevent Thanos from stepping closer to his goal. Now it has come down to the very last Infinity Stone. Our heroes are the only thing standing between Thanos and half of the universe getting snapped out of existence. Meanwhile, it appears to be taking place during the Avengers' sunny vacation in Wakanda. It looks more like Thor should be evening out his tan, not driving an axe into Thanos' sternum. Instead, imagine a Wakanda final battle that is reminiscent of the Battle of Helm's Deep in Lord of the Rings: The Two Towers. It's dark, raining, dirty, and cold during the final stand of the film. The Lord of the Rings heroes are all that stand between the orcs and Helm's Deep. They are stuck in a seemingly hopeless and impossible circumstance. Does that not also describe the final act of Infinity War? Doesn't this description of a dark and hopeless aesthetic fit the way you feel as you watch the heroes fail to stop Thanos, and many characters ride into the wind as they turn to ash? I know many people who were visibly stunned after watching the end of Infinity War. Some even cried. And before you ask, no, I didn't cry. That was just me expelling concentrated weakness from my tear ducts. Anyways, this darker aesthetic from which this point I will be calling Thor's Storm certainly fits the Battle of Wakanda better than the sunny vacation vibe present in the film for a few very good reasons. One, it matches the internal rage Thor is feeling in his pursuit of vengeance against Thanos. Two, it matches the doomed circumstances the heroes find themselves in. And three, it adds an incredible juxtaposition between the dark loss of the Avengers and Thanos watching the sunrise over a not-so-grateful half of the universe. Now, anyone that has seen Thor in literally any context knows that he's the god of thunder, but few realize that extends to control of the weather.
But thunder isn't water, rain is water. So how can Thor make thunder into water?
This, plus his unique position as the hero directly hunting Thanos' head, well, chest, puts him in a unique position to not only bring rain to this fight with Thanos, but for it to follow the rules of the MCU to a T. See this clip from everyone's least favorite Marvel movie for proof.
Hey! Is this you?
So, the weather forecast in Wakanda the day of the battle goes like this. It's nice, sunny, and beautiful just like it is in the film, right up to the point where Thor arrives to save the asses of all the heroes and single-handedly turn the tide of the battle. From the point he says, "Bring me Thanos!" onward, it is raining. He literally changes the weather during that scene already, so it's not that weird for the weather to stay that way. Now that we have figured out how it will rain during this battle, let's get to those 3 reasons why. Reason 1, the entire movie sets Thor up to be the ultimate hero of the film, fated to acquire an axe to kill Thanos and exact vengeance while simultaneously saving the universe. When he arrives in Wakanda, it's an epic moment that has me grinning ear to ear every time I see it. At this moment, Thor is in the most intense emotional state we've ever seen him in, and Thor Ragnarok proves that weather changes when Thor is pushed to his emotional limits. It would only make sense for him to bring a storm like no other to this battle. To be clear, I'm not saying Thor is making it rain on purpose, but instead as an effect of his vengeful rage boiling in his blood. Does Thor have blood? Let me ask. Hey Thor, what's running in your veins?
Huge bag of weed.
No, not you. I was asking Thor.
Lightning.
Right. Let's move on to reason 2. The Avengers are fighting against all odds on the final front to prevent Thanos from eradicating half of all life in the universe. And it looks like it's happening during spring break in Cancun. Shouldn't the look of the sequence match the feeling? Shouldn't we see how dark and grim the outcome of this battle is going to be? How much all of the heroes are struggling to keep the Mind Stone from Thanos? Thor's storm would be an aesthetic mirror of the Avengers' epic struggle, hopeless and powerless to stop the purple-skinned doom approaching them. Imagine the final shot of our heroes in the film, the scene when Cap says, "Oh God." Now imagine it with rain pouring down and gray skies overhead.
But what if I can't imagine things? You're being very ableist right now.
Fine.
I'll do it myself.
Oh God. To me, it just fits better. And since it's my video, I'm right. And lastly, reason 3. One of the most powerful tools in a filmmaker's belt is juxtaposition. Say it with me.
Juxtaposition.
Juxtaposition is the technique of putting two contrasting things in close proximity to each other to create a third meaning from the two original things. For the common folk,
Wow, look at that guy who won. He's sitting in a bright bungalow. Whoa, where'd he go? Now it's sad losers with trees. This makes the loss of the losers feel much more stronger.
the contrast and imagery of Thanos versus the Avengers at the very end of Infinity War is a missed opportunity to visually drive home the universal loss our heroes just experienced. Thor's storm capitalizes on this opportunity to push the gravity of the outcome of the film home in a visually impactful way. On that note, I'm going to go find something to nitpick in Avengers Endgame. Thanks for watching. Please feel free to like, subscribe, and... whoa, I think I finally get to finish the outro. And ring that bell to get notified.
Shut